Now other person can look at the code and he can make changes to fix a bug or add an enhancement, and then send a request to the owner to pull or merge his code changes into owner's repository. This request is called a pull request. Let's understand this by using this picture. These 4 people own this GitHub repo. Let's say this is the repository for Node.js, which is an open source project. This guy here, his name is Tom, and let's say Tom looks at Node.js code base and then he realizes that he needs to fix some bug or make some enhancement. Now since this is an open source project, he can copy the project into his local GitHub private repository, then pull the project on his local computer, make code changes. So this blue color indicates the code change that he made, and then he can push that into his own private GitHub repository. After that, he can create a pull request asking owners to pull his code changes into owner's repository. When this request is sent, owners can see the difference, which is this blue color line, code change, and they can either comment or they can just accept the request directly. So pull request allows you to start a conversation around that code change between the owners and between the code contributor. So this promotes collaboration, and pull request is one of the reasons why GitHub has become very popular. Okay, now let's look at the demonstration. So let's say we have these 2 users, Brad and Angelina, who not only collaborate as a wife and husband or actors, but they want to do a collaboration when it comes to programming as well. So this guy has this code repository called Hungry, and he has all this code. Now if you look at the URL, there is Brad 27. So this is owned by Brad. Okay, now Angelina looks at this code base and she wants to, let's say, make some changes here. So she will then go, and so the person on the right here is Angelina. So she will open this repository here. So as you can see here, the signed in user is Angelina, but she has opened the repository from Brad, and she can click on this fork button to copy Brad's code into her own private repo. Okay, so now she has code base copied, and now you can see there is the link says Angelina. Okay, so typically she will pull if the code changes are huge, she will pull this code base into her local computer and make code changes, run the code and do some tests, verify it, and once things look okay, she will push it here to her own private repository. But since this is a tutorial, I'm going to make code change directly on this website. So if you don't know, GitHub allows you to edit code directly on their website. So I will just click on edit file and make a code change here, and I will say and hungry equal to y. So she wants to add y as a valid input. Okay, so let me make this bigger so that you can see what code change I made. So she just added this line. Okay, and then she can commit her changes. You can say okay, added y as a valid answer, and commit changes. So once you do that, and if you go to your commits, you can see the difference here by clicking here. So it says you added this thing here. Okay, now it is the time to create a pull request. So Angelina is ready with her code changes. Now she wants to merge these code changes here into Brad's repository. So for that she will click on pull request here. Okay, and then let's see, so here there is a button new pull request, so click on new pull request. So here it will tell you from where you are merging to which repository. So your base repository is Brad27. So this says that from Angelina Hungary code repository master branch, I want to merge into Brad's repository. Okay, and it allows you to see the difference. So if I am Angelina can see that I am asking to add this code change. Okay, so I'll click on create pull request here. You can add some meaningful comment here and then just say create pull request. So at this point the code from here it's not merged here. Okay, so now Angelina is kind of waiting for Brad to review her code. Okay, so if I'm Brad, I will in this area, if I just refresh my web page, I will see this little notification. Okay, and this notification is telling me that, okay, let me maximize the screen. So this notification is now telling me that someone has sent me a pull request. So I will click here, and if I want to see the actual code changes, I can go here in files change and I can see the code changes. Now I'm Brad, let's say, and I like this code change, but then one thing is I want to add capital Y as an input. So I will put a comment saying that good change, I like it, can you also add capital Y? So then you will put your comment here, and once you put your comment, now let's go back to Angelina, because the ball is in Angelina's code now. Okay, and once she opens this pull request, she will see a comment from Brad27 saying that good change, I like it, can you also add Y? Okay, so now what Angelina will do is she kind of agrees with Brad, so she will go ahead and add Y as well. So let's see, so here I'm in this pull request. Okay, just a second. Okay, sorry, so I'm looking at Brad's code. Okay, I shouldn't be, so this is Brad's repository. Okay, let me go back. So Angelina should be looking at her repository, which is Hungary. Okay, so here what she will do is she will add capital Y as a valid input. So we'll say okay, and Hungary equal to capital Y, then that also is a valid input. Added capital Y into list of valid answers. Okay, she will commit her code change, and let's look at the pull request. Okay, so the pull request will be here. Okay, so now you can see here that there is added Y into list of valid answers, and if you look at this files change, now I have both of this available in my pull request. Okay, so if I am Brad, I will also again get a notification saying that Angelina, again, see there is a notification here saying that there is some update on this pull request. So you can view the change that was made last time, or you can view all the changes. So now this change kind of looks okay to me, and I'm fine merging it into my repository. So what I will do is I will go here and I will click on merge button. Okay, eventually you will click on merge button to merge it. So now what happened is, in Brad's repository I have now these code changes. So this completes the cycle, and now I have Brad and Angelina both showing up as the code contributor. Okay, so that was just a nice quick demo of pull request. They are extremely popular in open source world where there is a open source project and multiple people contribute